Hi everyone, this is Angel Arts, and this video is mostly for those of you out there who are interested in tabletop role-playing games, more specifically Dungeons & Dragons, 5th edition. The reason why I'm making this video is because I was invited by my other YouTuber friend, DawnforgedCast. If you don't know who he is, he's been a fairly close friend of mine over the last few years who runs a channel specifically geared towards helping people with tabletop gaming. He gives tips, he gives suggestions, he runs and records sessions, and all of that nature. And he had asked me if I was interested in actually playing in a Dungeons & Dragons tabletop campaign with him. So he's not going to be DMing. The person who's going to be DMing is his friend Devin, whom I just met. So far I'm definitely excited to play with him. And we also pulled in Dylan. If you have watched any of my Mass Effect tabletop campaign sessions, Dylan plays Sync on the main squad. So the three of us are going to be playing a game which, oh gosh, what is it called? The Sinlin Trials is what the game is called. And Andrew is going to be hosting the videos on his channel. I'll definitely put a link on, I guess, his playlist at least. Excuse me, this should be really fun. And he's going to be live streaming our sessions from 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time to midnight Eastern Time. And then, of course, I'm sure he'll be posting all of the sessions on his YouTube channel afterwards as well. So if you guys want to hang out with us, maybe interact with each other as you're watching, maybe interact with us a little bit while we're actually playing a Dungeons & Dragons campaign, if that's something that interests you, definitely tune in on Mondays, again from 8 Eastern Time to midnight Eastern Time, or just follow along with the playlist on Andrew's channel. So the main purpose of this video is to sort of give you guys an idea of the character that I will be playing. The name of my character is Quinn T. Sensual. She is a female half-elf bard, but more specifically, her occupation is actually that of a journalist. So she is the type of journalist who is a bit of an investigative reporter, if you will. She, tries to do everything in her power to dig in the dirt for, the biggest stories, especially if it involves, some corrupt goings on around the city. And she's not a very combative person at all. As a bard, her abilities are mostly through speech, through her charm, her wit, maybe even a little bit of, her flirtatious side of things, because she's also very physically attractive, in order to get what she needs, in order to dig up the information that she needs. And so one of the main parts of at least the starting point of the story is that Devin has told us that we are going to begin the campaign with a heist. So Quinn, even though she is a reporter / journalist by day, by night she might kind of get into some shadier things in order to earn some extra cash, and I'll explain why she needs that extra cash in a moment. So her style again is less about fighting and more about doing maybe some reconnaissance, doing some investigating to figure out whatever tools she needs, information she needs in order to help with, for example, a heist. So if there was like some sort of a party over at a noble's house, she might be going in and hobnobbing with some of the upper class people and trying to see if she can dig some dirt, perhaps of some valuables that are being kept in that estate or someone else's estate, and perhaps even learn about the security surrounding those valuables. Or maybe she might even be able to land an exclusive interview with the master of the estate and somehow get some information through there. So that's pretty much going to be her style. She's also sort of a soft rogue, so that if, getting the information that she needs doesn't exactly work as well with her speech, that's when the lockpicks comes out. That's when she starts being a little bit more stealthy. I kind of picture Quinn's personality to be a cross between Piper, the reporter from Fallout 4, Inara from Firefly, the companion from Firefly and Serenity, and River Song from Doctor Who. I kind of am envisioning her personality to be a mix of those three. And, that's pretty much how her character works. Now, the thing about her is that everything that Quinn does is for her son. So she is a struggling single mom. She has I think 5 or 6 year old child by the name of Gabriel. I don't know, I just love that name. So Gabriel's my Fallout 4 character. I just absolutely love that name, and I just thought it would be a really awesome thing to put for my son. And she's struggling to try to provide for her son the things that she wasn't able to enjoy as she was growing up. The father is completely out of the picture. Right now it's up in the air what the circumstances surrounding the estranged father is. Did they, break up due to some relationship problems, and what were those relationship problems? Maybe it was something a little bit darker, like was she raped? Things of that nature. So I'm not going to get into the details of that yet. But the other really interesting thing about Gabriel is that he's starting to show signs of magic, which might concern Quinn a little bit. She might get a little bit nervous about that, and maybe part of the reason why she's trying to earn as much cash as she can is so that she could enroll her son into a proper magic school, perhaps. So those are some of the things that I guess motivates her character. The other thing that I really like about their household is that she also has a live-in nanny by the name that they call Nana. She and Gabriel call her Nana. She actually is an elderly half-orc. Now, since half-orcs are, people tend to not trust orcs or half-orcs very much, a lot of people, nobody in the city seems to be interested in having a half-orc watch over their children. So Nana's rates are actually modest enough that Quinn can afford her rates. But to be perfectly honest, I think for Nana, she believes that simply having a roof over her head and having 2 people who actually treat her like family, I would think for Nana is actually payment enough for her. Now, I told Devin, our dungeon master, that he can decide any other details about Nana's background, maybe about, what Nana did before, when she was younger, before she was Quinn's and Gabriel's live-in nanny. I'm leaving that up to Devin. So I'm excited to find out if he does anything with that, if he runs anything with that, with the half-orc nanny Nana. But yeah, that's basically Quinn's character. She's very confident. She is, she's got a very sharp wit, sharp tongue. She definitely can be very flirtatious, as her line of work requires to be, especially if she's trying to get what she wants, like information-wise, get what she wants. But that, for the most part, is completely an act. Because deep down inside, she actually is very insecure. She's got a lot of things on her. She's got a lot of things buzzing around her head because she's trying her best to keep her family afloat, to make sure that she does everything in her power to raise her son Gabriel well. And it's just really difficult because she wants to spend as much time with Gabriel, but at the same time somebody's got to bring in the bacon, so she's struggling to do everything that she can for her family. The other thing that I told Devin is that Quinn is, although again Quinn tends to be very flirtatious as needed, as necessary, I don't think that she has ever experienced genuine love before. So I specifically told Devin that as a player, one of my main goals for Quinn is to see if she might be able to successfully find someone that would be a suitable soulmate for her and be an amazing father to her son, Gabriel. So I'm very curious to see if she succeeds, if that's something she achieves, because that's definitely going to be a personal player goal for me. I don't even know if she necessarily is looking for someone, because I think she's got a little bit of a pride in that, you know, I don't need a man, you know, to take care of me. I can take care of myself and my son on my own with, you know, help of Nana, of course. But, you know, it'll be interesting to see if any of that develops. So just to give you a taste of some of the other characters really briefly, because I don't want to give away too much about any of their backstories if you just want to discover them out naturally through the game. Dylan is going to be playing a cleric, a human cleric named Sarun Thrusta, I believe. He is the cleric of Karis, which is the god of redemption. And then you have Andrew / DawnforgedCast. He was going to be playing a Ganassi fighter, a fire Ganassi fighter. If you don't know what a Ganassi is, think elemental human. So like, and they come in fire, water, air, and earth. So a little elemental humanoid named Blaze, of course. And the entire game, the world is completely made up by Devin, our dungeon master himself. There's a, you know, a custom set of rules as far as what the pantheon, the god system is like, what the magic system is like, and you know how monsters work in this game. If you are curious about learning some of these things, you can actually watch. I'm not sure if it's going to be posted by the time I actually first post this video, but we did record and live stream. We live streamed and record our session 0, where we got a chance to talk with each other, including Devin, ask Devin questions, ask questions of each other, so we can talk about the expectations of the game, so we can talk about the world itself and how the sessions are going to, what to expect from the sessions and the campaign overall. So if you're interested in seeing any of that, once the video is up, I'll post a link somewhere in this vicinity of the screen, so you can check that out and give you a little bit more of a taste of what to expect out of the campaign. So hopefully that's something that you guys might be interested in watching. I'm very excited to play. If not, I mean, I'm definitely excited to play at least. And yeah, it's as someone who's been DMing a lot lately, I for one am extremely grateful to have the opportunity to actually play a game for once, and not only play a game but also be able to play with Andrew, who is, you know, just amazing at what he does, and my buddy Dylan, who we're so used to being on opposite sides of the GM screen since, you know, he plays Sync in my campaign. So actually being able to, you know, play side by side with him is going to be really exciting for me and really fun. So if you guys have any other questions about the campaign, maybe about my character that you know, obviously I want to not spoil everything about Quinn, but if you have any general questions, please let me know in the comments below, and it'll be really cool for you guys to join in our story if you're interested. So again, one more time, that is on Mondays from 8:00 p.m. Eastern Time to midnight Eastern Time, live streamed with Andrew, and Andrew will be posting the list on his channel. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time, love yourselves, love each other.